2 of From the Gutter to Growth, talking about
You
relationships.
better know it, family.
Yes. Listen here. Last week for episode 1, we stuck with YouTube. So, for those of you who are with us on Facebook, if you did not get a chance to see episode 1, go on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. That
Please,
way, you
please,
will not
please.
miss any episodes. Look, tonight is just crazy. It's just gonna be crazy. Like, I don't even have any other words for it. First of
Crazy.
all, Dr. King, how was your day today?
It was a blessing. You know what? I want to put this disclaimer. If I'm out of control or I'm a little wild, it's because this week is for us what would be for Florida State, like Florida State, Florida, or Florida State, Miami. This is classic week. It is crunk up here at the campus.
Wildcat.
Sports first take, ESPN first take, Stephen A. Smith, Cam Newton, they're going to be here on Thursday. So we're getting ready for that to
Look at
promote the
the
Florida Classic.
Wildcat.
We're excited this year. We've been down for a minute, but I believe we're back. So
Let's
I'm
go,
excited about so.
Wildcats.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy, hey,
Let's
don't do that, sis.
go,
Don't do that. Don't do
Wildcats. Let's go,
that.
Wildcats.
Well, I'm telling you, sis.
I
So I'm
love it.
excited.
I love it.
I'm
So,
excited.
look, tonight, look, first of all, everyone knows, if you don't know by now, we are godly people, we are believers. So, everything we say, it is coming from the word of God. Like,
And
we're
it's
not
nothing but
trying
love.
to tell you our own thing, we're not trying to sugarcoat it. We're just in these streets trying to help people grow. That is,
In
at
these
the
streets,
end of the day, we are trying to help people grow, not from what we've heard, but from our own experiences. And tonight is no different.
sis, tell
We're
it.
gonna look, bro. Here's the thing: you've been talking about this, like, you've been throwing this nugget in. Even last season you made this comment about bleeding on the one you love. Like,
Mhm.
you said it several times,
Uh,
and that thing has stuck to me, and I'm like, man, we got to talk about that. And
it's
guess what, y'all, we are going to talk about that
we're going to
tonight.
talk about it tonight.
Yes, married but still broken, how to
Ooh.
stop bleeding on the one you love. First of all, bro, how many years of marriage do you got?
Well, this is what I want to say 24. Next
Wow.
year will be 25. Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
And
it's been a minute.
I love it. And I'm coming up on 21 years of marriage in a couple weeks. So,
Wow.
so,
Sis, time
but
flies.
yeah,
Time flies.
it does fly. It flies. And the reason why I think me and you are so hyped about this topic is because we know what we experienced through our own
On
marriage of trying to find ourselves and not even knowing, like,
this.
this is what we were
Come,
really going
come
through,
on now.
dealing
Come
with
on now.
brokenness.
Come on now. You
know.
opening up something here now.
So we're just gonna be as real and as authentic as we can. I really feel like this season is like we're toning it down and we're taking our time to really just talk this stuff out, because believe it or not, we're growing along with our viewers. So
I
that's
don't
what's
think
so
people I
awesome.
don't think people understand like how much we've grown because of what we've been doing. And it's really been a blessing to us. I mean, I
Yeah,
know I can speak for myself. It helps
yeah.
me on a day-to-day basis.
I love it. Look, so first of all, bro, let's first talk about what it means when we say married but still broken.
Whew.
Because really, people, they're standing at the altar on that day, whether you're at the altar, the courtroom, wherever your holy covenant has taken place, and you're thinking, man, I am over the top. I'm just in love, and this person is gonna just fix me. We're gonna be happily ever after.
Come on now. Hey, you hold on. You said this person is gonna what?
Fix me.
Okay.
They're gonna
Okay. Okay.
fill these voids, and
Okay. 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 Because I'm here to tell you, marriage doesn't fix you. Marriage doesn't heal you. Do you want to know what marriage does? It exposes the real you.
Oh, wow.
Marriage
Wow.
exposes the real you. So if you're looking for someone to fix you, if you're looking for someone to heal you, you're going to be in trouble. They can comfort you, they can encourage you, but they can't fix you and they can't heal you. That's up to God to do. You go to God for that. But
Yeah.
marriage doesn't heal you. It exposes you. It doesn't fix you. It exposes you.
Man, you said just that little piece right there of just talking about it exposes you. And let's talk about the things that it may expose, because
Uh-huh.
some people may be like, well, what y'all mean? What is there to expose? But there's several things that I want to hit on right in this moment. It will expose trauma.
Come on now.
It'll expose those past relationships that you have not gotten over. It'll expose even going through rejection. Sometimes you've been rejected and you don't even really know that your response is from just your experiences of being rejected.
I'm
So
being
those,
rich.
that's just a few that I
That's
just
just a few, but and that's the thing, because marriage doesn't fix brokenness. You tell people it doesn't fix brokenness; it reveals it. It
wow.
pulls. This is what I had to learn. Marriage pulls the unhealed child out of the grown person.
Wow.
Because I'm telling you, there's going to be
Wow.
some who you get to a point in your relationship. We grew up together, sis, but
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that my
Wow.
brother-in-law, I'm pretty sure Tony knows you better than I do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it pulls, that's what it does. It pulls that unhealed child out of the grown person. And because here it is, we could put on the facade, but marriage is going to expose who you pretend to be. So you could pretend to
Wow.
be healed, you could pretend to be whole, you know what I'm saying? You can pretend to be free, you can pretend all this stuff, but marriage is going to pull that out of you.
That is something very interesting, because a lot of times people are just walking around pretending.
Oh, okay now. Because
And
okay, because here's what it look. So people pretend expect. Marriage is like expecting your spouse to fill a void that only God can. So what we do, you pretend that your spouse has filled that void, but I'm telling you they can't. There is some spaces, there are some places that only God can go. So it
wow.
takes God to do that, So we will pretend to be satisfied. We will pretend to be, reassured. But then think about it. You need that constant reassurance.
Right.
So you pretend to be fulfilled. No, you need that constant
Mhm.
reassurance. Why? Because rejection speaks so loud. As a matter of fact, if you're not careful, your rejection will speak louder than your spouse's love.
Wow. Wow.
It'll speak louder than your spouse's love. You got think about everything that we went through even as children when it comes to our makeup and our upbringing and everything. We're still fighting battles in our home that started in our childhood. Some people
Wow.
don't even understand that when it comes to their marriage. You're still defending yourself against who hurt you in your childhood, against the person who is there to love you in your adulthood. Make that make sense. Now I'm talking about authentic, true, authentic, and real marriage. So what happens is we start to confuse connection. I'm
Wow.
trying to establish this connection with my spouse, and we say, no, they just want control.
Wow.
They want control. They just trying to tell me what to do. They're just trying to boss me around. And so what do? You start shutting down because you don't want to be vulnerable. Why? Because being vulnerable feels dangerous.
Wow.
Because that's all you know. From your childhood, that's your danger zone. When you're dealing with your brokenness, vulnerability is your danger zone.
Look, you are spitting out so much stuff. You said so many things, because you talked about how we handle and how we respond
Hmm.
to those things. Let's talk about what that looks like spiritually.
Okay.
Like, because sometimes in a marriage, we're trying to navigate through a marriage unhealed, broken, and
Hmm.
then it not only manifests physically
It's
with us putting up that defense mechanism or just withdrawal or distancing ourselves, but it also shows up spiritually in a
yeah,
sense with you can't even have that spiritual connection, that
mm,
oneness that
yeah,
the Bible talks about that's supposed to come with, the union of marriage. Like when you're dealing with brokenness and your own unhealed issues, it's hard
yes,
to have that oneness. Why? Because that trust is not there.
mm,
Like you
that's
you you have to really say like I'm fully opening myself up to
you keep
the
see you talk about me
person
dropping nuggets, but you're dropping nuggets too, sis.
that I'm with. But that is so hard when you're dealing with, those issues of brokenness and being unhealed. It's hard for you to even come together and reach God
Yes.
because you don't have that oneness.
It's it
Man,
is it is so big because, like you said, talked about the spirit, the physical, and we got the emotional. But when you're dealing with that spiritual, this is what we need to understand when it comes to our marriage. Spiritually, your wounds create distance from God and from each other.
wow.
That's why it's important for us to deal with them. I'm constantly talking about dealing with the hurt, dealing with what hurt you and who hurt you. You have to
Yeah,
confront it. And I say, I'm not talking about putting hands on them, putting hands on it.
right,
I'm not talking about I'm not, no, no. You got to confront it. You have to make peace with it. Mhm. I know what you did was wrong. I know what you did hurt me, but you know what? I forgive you. You know
right,
what? I might not even be at the point to will I forgive you, but I'm trying to forgive you, and I'm working on moving on because I can't let this keep me stuck, stagnant, and
right.
complacent. I can no longer let this have control over me because when it has control over you, it actually keeps you in bondage. So
Wow,
when you don't heal from your wounds, they distance you not just from God, but they also distance you from your spouse. Unhealed wounds don't just affect your heart, they affect your spirit. And a lot of times you don't understand what's going on. It's flowing from my heart are the issues of, you better talk to me now. That's what's flowing from my heart. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand that. That's why he tells us to guard our heart because our heart
yeah.
is attached to our spirit. So we have to be careful. You expect your spouse to be your healer. Hear me,
Mm,
family. We talk. This is you expect your spouse to be your healer. Your spouse is not your healer. You come on.
wow.
You want them to be your healer so you can lean on them for what only God can provide.
Yeah.
So what happens? This is what happens. You will blame your spouse for your internal battles. Let's talk about this now. You'll blame your spouse because we're talking about spiritually. When you're not dealing with the moves, you'll blame your spouse for your eternal battles because you never surrendered them to God.
Wow.
So you're fighting with what you're fighting with internally, but it's your spouse's fault.
Mm,
And in actuality,
wow.
all you have to do is surrender. You're
So what
arguing
you're
with your spouse
what
when
you're
the real
saying
conflict
is
is in you.
what you're saying is their response the spouse is a trigger to unhealed
Healed.
issues or brokenness.
You better talk to me. Because guess what? When that spouse does something or says something that reminds you of what was, you make it into what is to come. Mhm.
Wow.
So that moment becomes a memory.
Wow.
And because that moment has now become a memory, you begin to operate in that defensive mechanism of that memory rather than operating in the love that you have for your spouse and that your spouse has for you in that moment.
And let's talk about this piece. Sometimes it's like your spouse is a trigger, but they don't even know that they're
They don't know because you're
Really? They're
dealing with
trying to
emotion.
figure it out. They're like, well, dang, what did I do this time? What did I do now? Well,
What?
what?
You ready for this? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Because that's emotional, sis. That's emotional.
Yeah.
Your heart speaks the language of your pain. It
Wow.
speaks the language because here's the thing. In the new, you know that your spouse loves you.
Yes.
But when you start to operate in your feelings, I always say, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. When you start operating in your feelings or you start operating in your emotions, your heart begins to speak the language of your past pain.
Wow. Wow.
And
Wow.
guess what? You understand that language
Mm.
because you speak that language. That's a part of who you are because you've never dealt with it. So the whole time it hasn't risen, it hasn't showed his head, but it's been talking to you the whole time.
And just sitting here, what is crazy is the spouse doesn't even know how to handle it or how to respond. They're trying to figure out, where is this coming from? Like, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? Like, they're trying to make sense of something that has nothing to do with them.
They're trying to make for this. Y'all don't come on now. Y'all keep on supporting us and everything. This is not on my sister. This is on me. This isn't on my sister. It's on me. Sis, what they're trying to make sense of, they're trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now they're trying to, and this is the thing where you say they should, they can't understand what they don't know. You keep covering it. You keep hiding it. So they don't know. What's wrong with you? Nothing. What's wrong with you? I'm fine. If you can't be real with anyone, you got to be able to be real with your spouse. That's why it's important for your spouse to be your safe. Your spouse needs to be your safe place. Your spouse is your safe place, not your amazing grace.
Not your savior, but your safe
place. I like not your savior, your safe place.
Yes.
Your safe place, not your amazing grace.
Wow.
You got to know who your spouse is in your life. And what happens is we start to project all these things. And so just think about the times that I say we, because we do it too as men. Here it is. We overreacting to something so small.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you overreacting? Why are you acting like that? What's wrong? And so I tell people this. If your spouse starts acting in a way that they normally don't, it's easy to get triggered because you're trying to figure out why they tripping.
Right. Yeah.
But try and figure out, hold on, they normally don't act like this. Mm-hmm. What triggered them?
Yeah.
Create a conversation. Growth should create more conversations and less arguments.
Yeah.
Y'all
let's talk about that piece, because what happens, we talked about our spouses should be our safe place. Mm-hmm. And this is a rule that we kind of created, me and Tony, in our early years of marriage, because when you're starting to grow and you're starting to let your guard down and allowing your spouse to be your safe place, we learn in immaturity, sometimes you can use certain things you learn about your spouse against them in moments of frustration or disagreements or arguments. And what that does is it just puts that wall back up.
It creates a divide.
So what we created in our household and we shared with other couples is, you are not allowed to hit below the belt. You cannot hit below the belt. And sometimes they're like, what does that mean? What that means is you cannot take what I trusted you with, that information that I trusted you with, those moments when I gave you my heart, those vulnerability conversations. You are not allowed to use that in times of disagreements. You can't hit below the belt. You can come at me with other stuff, but you can't hit below the belt. And what we learned from just establishing that in our relationship is that it made our safe place for each other just heighten even more, because we knew that person wasn't gonna come back and use that against. We wasn't gonna use that against each other. We respected that those moments of vulnerability, even when we were a little heated with each other.
Whew.
We
Says you have said,
respected that those moments because it was sacred. We honored that relationship, that partnership.
you said something. So I'm gonna say first. I'm gonna tell you that one thing that me and Adrian often always say, we respond rather than react.
Mm,
Listen to respond. Don't listen to react. Because if you react, then you're not letting the other person finish.
right.
Listen to respond. Listen to what they say so you can get a response. But I would say this: I'm gonna speak from a man, and you may have something to share from a woman's perspective.
Mhm.
Because we talk often, me and my I'm in an office full of whips, so we're mostly so we laugh, and that's a man thing. But one thing I'll say when it comes to a man, if he's vulnerable with you, and that wall. So this is for somebody. If you're listening, please hear me, because you're trying to figure out why your spouse or why your boyfriend, why you feel like they just don't talk to you like they used to. It's because they trusted you with something and
Mm,
you threw it back up in their face.
wow.
I'm telling you about. I'm a man, so I'm just sharing. I'm not saying all men, but I just believe most men, when they feel like they can't trust you with their words, it's hard to win their heart.
Mm,
I want you
wow.
to let that sink in now, because they build. I mean, they're building. I'm giving you my words,
Mm,
but when you mishandle my words, in my mind, you're going to mishandle my heart.
wow.
I can't trust you to take care of something I said. So how can I trust you to take care of my heart?
Wow.
When it comes to our relationship outside of God, that's my most prized possession.
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaking down these walls, because
Hmm.
men, we build these walls to give you my heart.
Wow. And my husband always jokes with me because sometimes he's like, I think like a man. I don't know if it's because I
All
grew up
brothers.
with boys, but I'm like you. Like, I had these walls and they were high and they were thick,
Thick.
you know. So if I start letting those walls down and
Hmm.
letting you get to those layers and you violated that, man, that's huge to me. That's huge because I'm going to be honest with what I'm learning about myself because of my childhood and my upbringing. Trusting people has been a difficult
It's
challenge for me to trust people,
I,
allow
I,
people to be close, and just so if you're in that circle with me, that says a lot. Like if you see my heart and you see me share my heart or cry or what, like that says I have to
I
really
rap. Okay,
trust
now I
you.
gotta trust you.
Yeah. So, because when you've gone years and years protecting your heart
Hmm.
because of pain and hurt and different rejection, that is huge, so
Hmm.
I would say that matters. That same point, is relatable to women as
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and it needs to be because that's the thing where you're saying you don't hit below the belt. I'm gonna tell you something now, and this may be helpful to somebody
mhm.
who's married, or who's thinking about who's getting ready to get married or something like that, and you're listening. I'm gonna tell you something, and I want you to just take it to heart, take it all in love. If you're gonna fight, you ready for this? If you're gonna fight, that's why you laugh. I'm about to say something crazy. If you're gonna fight, fight naked. How's it? That
Oh,
conversation, that conversation to change real quick.
oh.
I'm just giving some advice. That's just
Yeah,
me. That's free. That's
yeah.
not. That's part of the marriage. But we
And
talk
that
about
is
that.
and that is good advice, bro. That that is good advice. And don't go to bed mad.
Yeah.
Like, you know, My husband will tell you. Now I'm 21 years in, so I'm not
I'm
going to
good.
get
You still mad?
mad.
I'm good.
I'm not going. I'm gonna go to sleep and sleep like a baby. And
We
look,
siblings. We got the same DNA. Oh God, we got the same. We siblings.
look, we go if we still need to talk tomorrow, you gonna be there and I'm gonna be there. Like neither one of us, So
Uh,
you have to get to that point in your relationship,
no,
and you got to get to the point where you can laugh about
you.
something. You can be,
Oh my God,
I don't know if that ever happened to you, bro, where y'all are mad at each other
and you just
and y'all just you're laughing.
laughing because
Like,
you like why? I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. Like Yo, really, I'm thinking in my mind and I'm laughing like you tripping, and
yeah,
I'm looking at her, and I want to laugh, but I
yeah.
gotta stay.
But you know you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
gotta
wait
stay because you
till the
start
right
laughing, so I
time.
gotta stay like I'm still
Yeah,
mad too, But I want to
right,
laugh because
right.
that's my personality anyway,
Yeah,
you know. And
yeah,
it's just like, but we've got. I'm telling you, it's funny. I tell people all the time. I say, listen, we two different people, so do we still argue? Yes, but boy, the way that the disagreements that we had when we first got married compared to now, oh my God. From 10 years ago to now, from 5 years ago, I'm talking about you've seen the growth and you've seen the change.
yeah, yeah.
Because it's certain things, it's like, why am I gonna waste my time?
Right.
You know, you get to that point, and it's like we just let what I'm saying, I ain't about to, I already know what he gonna do, but I do tell her this, you get mad and you talk about you gonna leave, but wherever you go, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
It ain't where you going, it's where we
Like
going.
where we going?
I'm moving. Where are we moving?
Right.
I'm leaving. Where are we leaving?
Right. Right.
Hey,
Right.
we too far in now. We in this together. We're too far in.
This is one of the biggest things though, bro, that I've learned when it comes to marriage and just issues. One of the biggest things is accountability.
Mm,
You know, because it's just nature,
it's nature.
flesh, for us to want to blame others.
Others.
It's just it's just easier to put the blame on others.
Mhm.
And just sitting under my leadership at church, it's always, what did you do? What do you need to do? Like, it's like that
That's
accountability always is me as a person. What can I do? Because at the
I,
end of the day, that's what the Lord is going to be looking at.
me. But you know what blame does, sis? Blame puts blame causes us to put on blinders.
Mm,
Blame causes us to put on blinders, so we become blind to what we did, which causes us to not be accountable for our own actions.
mm.
Because here's the thing: you can't heal what you're not willing to see.
Wow.
And so when we're not accountable, it's like said, I don't see that. I don't
Mm.
see. No, it's right. I don't see it, and it's right in front of you, but you refuse to be accountable. So you just, I don't see that. So blame causes you to put on blinders. And marriage doesn't break when two people are imperfect. People think. I'm telling you, people think, oh, then they just didn't work out. Now you didn't work out. Now you said God put y'all together. Let God
Right.
put together,
That
let no
part,
man put
that
asunder.
piece.
Because we're quick to go before God for the marriage, but get as far away from God as we can for the divorce. We go to the courthouse and the lawyers for that. We don't go to God. We don't talk to God about none of that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We don't talk to him about none of that. And then if we do, we try a lot. Some of us will try and sculpt it in a way that it fits our narrative,
Right.
rather than
Right.
but
Yeah.
marriages doesn't break because two people are imperfect. Marriage breaks when two people refuse to be honest. You got to
Yes.
be
Oh,
honest.
I love that.
You got to be honest. You got to be
Wow.
honest about your imperfections, because if not, you're gonna keep sabotaging the covenant agreement that you made.
Wow. I
So
love
that's yeah.
that.
So it's
Wow.
called, maybe I can say it like this: you need to be when it comes to your marriage, the time that you need to be selfish is when it comes to your self awareness.
Wow.
You need to be
Wow.
selfish enough to be self aware.
Mm.
You got to be. You got to be selfish enough to be self aware. You got to look
And
in the
let's stay right there and talk about that
okay.
because you You hear people make this comment all the time. Marriage is work. Marriage takes work. And people don't really understand what that means. So what I'm hearing you say, marriage takes working on
You.
self.
Yeah, you got to work on you. I'm no good to you if I'm no good.
Wow.
I'm no good to you. That's just like, even if you, and I don't know if this may be somewhere down the line, that's like me expecting you to bring peace into my life.
Mm.
And my life is already chaotic. I'm going to have you living in a storm.
Right. Right.
You got to get yourself together. I can't help you until I help me. And we
Mm.
get so focused on, sometimes we get so focused on the facade because
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook is made everything look so. I can put, oh, my boo, my babe, we got 30 years in, and our love is getting stronger and stronger, but y'all don't even live together.
Wow.
Y'all don't sleep in the same rooms.
Wow.
But it's time to put on that front. It's time to put on that show. Y'all don't even talk to each other.
Mm.
Y'all don't even touch each other.
Mm.
Come on now.
Wow.
We got people who, no life in the marriage. None. So it's like, okay, go ahead. I see you. Go ahead.
No, that was no life in the marriage.
No
That was
life in the marriage. And what happens is because nobody's willing to take a look in the mirror. I mean, Mike said it. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. You got to change your ways. I want her to change her way, but I want to act the same way. Make it make sense.
wow. It don't. It don't.
I'm
So
gonna talk. Yeah.
let's throw that spiritual piece in there, because a lot of times people, it gets dangerous when people misuse the spiritual piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll hear people say all the time, I'm praying about it.
Ooh.
I'm praying about it. I'm giving it to God. I'm praying about it. But your prayers take action.
Come on now.
Like, you pray about it, and it should be some direction of taking some action, which requires response from the person.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like you're praying in faith to God, but faith without works is dead.
So you in a
So
dead
if
marriage.
you're not doing what
Mm.
he's saying, which he's telling you what to do in his word,
Because he said, I come that they might have life.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can pray for many things, but if you're not putting in that action for those things to be fruitful, let me say it like this, if you're not planting that seed for it to manifest and be fruitful, then really your prayers are in vain, because you have to do something.
And the sad reality is some people are sowing. It's just not falling on good ground. They're not willing to take the time to actually plant. They just scattering
and cultivate,
and
bro.
cultivating it. And so what happens? You ever went out in your yard and you seen all those birds and stuff out there? It's, something, it may be bugs or whatever, but just think about it. Same way with seed. If you don't take time to plant the seed, dig deep, get rooted and grounded in that, something's gonna come away. It talks about the fowls of the air coming away and getting that seed. So because it had never had a chance to take root.
Wow.
That's we don't this word, boy. This is covenant. When you were talking about the reason this is so dangerous when it comes to spiritualizing our marriages is because we hide behind faith.
Mm-hmm.
So we've said it before. People know how to shout, they know how to dance, they know how to come in on cue, they know when to lift their hands, they know when to fall out, they know they know when to come with that tongue, they know all of that. But what we do, we hide by faith instead of hiding through healing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We hide, matter of fact, we hide behind faith instead of healing through faith.
Yeah. Wow.
How about we say it like that?
Yeah.
We hide behind faith instead of healing through faith. Because we'll say, what faith is, the evidence. They're supposed to be evidence of our faith. So we
Right.
have faith for our relationship to be a certain way. Where is the evidence? Well, the
Right.
evidence starts with you.
Yes.
You can't have God gonna work it out. Just keep praying. God gonna fix it. Okay, you could pray all you want to, but we already know that faith without works is dead. So if you don't do anything about what you're praying about, you're praying in vain.
Mm.
You got, it has to be some works behind your faith.
Yes.
Lord, work out this marriage. Help us to get through, this tough place that we're going. What the tough place happened because of what you said. So have enough faith to not only pray, but go and say, I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for what I did. I shouldn't. You know what? I was wrong. Because
Look,
sometimes people don't even know. Just say you was wrong. You might not even know how to fully apologize.
and here's the thing. What I'm learning is it don't even matter if I was right or wrong in the situation. Cause peace to me
Peace.
is way more better. Like it is like I quick to apologize, quick to forgive because that is creating what we talked about, that trust, that safe place. Don't get it twisted. We ain't talking about when people doing things that they don't supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So have that godliness of knowing the word, but we're talking about those things of people just wanting to be wrapped up in their feelings and just like quick to forgive,
Quick to
quick to
forgive.
apologize. That is peacefulness. Quick to talk about it. Like, come on,
But you
like,
speak in tongues.
right,
You will speak in tongues, but won't talk about it. God speaking it, blah, 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 but you won't take time to talk about
right.
it. Come on, man. Make it make sense.
Because your tongue
Yeah.
should give you
Yeah.
that
Come on, you can interpret.
calmness, that some
You
of that the fruits of the spirit
yeah,
should come about
it come about.
in your
Because
tongue.
that's supposed to be you and God, right? And
Yeah.
you mean to tell me he ain't telling you you should say something?
Cause honey, he be talking and in my I be like,
What? Do
what?
me?
Come on,
Man,
B. Cause he will talk to you.
yeah. And we'll sit there with, hey, man, quench not. We start quench the spirit. I'm telling you, it's something. It's something. And because the thing is, sis, in this, and the danger is that how we use this, how we use the word when it comes to this, because it's dangerous because we'll dance over stuff we should be dealing with.
Mm.
We sit here and we talk about, God to give us a scripture and we'll talk about how this is my shield, and then we'll use that scripture. It's my sword, it's my covering. But he can't give you a scripture for the solution to the problem. He talks like that. It's like all these things we quote the word, but won't let the word cut. We won't let it correct. We won't let it clean us out. You
That
know what I'm saying?
is the piece. That is what people run from: the
The
correction,
correction.
the cutting, the pruning. They don't. That's the
That's how
piece.
growth takes place.
Yes.
If you so hear me. If you are unwilling to be cut, you are refusing to grow.
Wow.
If you're unwilling to be corrected, you're refusing to grow. And if
Wow.
you're unwilling to be clean, you're going to you're gonna be stank.
Wow.
You're gonna spoil. You're gonna be rotten.
That boy said you gonna be stank.
I put because it's gonna rot because you refuse to be clean. The word you're clean through the word, if you're not willing for the word to clean you, what happens? If you're not clean, you're what? You dirty.
Dirty.
And
Yes.
we know a dirty person eventually starts to do what?
Stink.
Stink. So I'm
Bad.
not telling you something that's not word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you the 2025,
Wow.
King Rod. Yeah, but that's come on.
Look, and we know that we have people who are listening and they're just like, man, that forgiveness piece is so difficult for me.
It's difficult.
And forgiveness is is poisonous. Like it's
Ooh.
poisonous. And let me expound, like when you harbor forgiveness, that is where sickness comes. That is, so many things take place, even in your body,
You saying something, sis?
physically, spiritually, when you hold on to unforgiveness.
Forgiveness.
So I just want you to really think about that for a minute. Like, is it worth, is that thing, that situation, that person worth you
Is it
keeping
really worth it?
poison inside of you?
Is it
Killing,
really? Is
killing.
that poison? Is that poison? I mean, really, you're asking yourself, is that poison really worth it? Is
I
that, are you
mean,
really willing to keep drinking that poison?
wow.
And what they say, you drinking it, holding a grudge is like drinking poison, and expecting the other person to die. Are
Yeah.
you really willing to hold on to that? Because I'm telling you, it's toxic.
Yes.
It's toxic. It is forgiveness restores a marriage. It stops the cycle of bitterness. That's
Mm.
why you got to say, because I'm telling you, bitterness, I'm talking about, it's easy. That bitter seed will take root real quick. And so
Yeah.
that's why you have to forgive. Forgiveness frees your heart so you can engage.
Yeah.
Because when you're not engaging, come on now, if I'm not engaging with you, I open myself up to start engaging with. We don't want to talk about that. So that's
That
why
is
that's
so
why it tells you to be quick to do those things, because the Bible understands if you're not quick to do those things, other opportunities will present themselves.
yeah.
They
That's why,
sound good, they look good, they
yeah.
smell good, they talk good. Come on
That's
now.
why they're easy to talk to.
Easy to
Like,
talk to.
that's what people will say. Like, I mean, it just happened. They were so easy to
It was
talk
so
to.
easy to talk to. They listened. They
They
were willing
didn't
to listen to me.
say.
I remember I told Adrian something one time. I had read this and it was interesting because you're doing the sometimes sitting and doing the marriage counseling and stuff like that. And I read this article and it was talking about why men cheat.
Mhm.
And I was sitting there thinking that it was gonna say something about because of another woman, and this and she, so baby they feel she looks better and all this. And it was just talking about they got somebody who will listen to them.
Mm.
And I was like, huh? That was one of the top reasons. The conversation.
Crazy.
Nothing else. For conversation.
Crazy.
Oh, they just want somebody to listen.
And I was just, as you were talking, I was thinking about so many people are living together in these marriages, just harboring this unforgiveness. So day to day, it's like no talking, no communication. I'm
That,
only talking to you when I need to talk to you due to bills or
yeah,
business or children, or I mean, do you know how difficult and heavy that is? So heavy to just go day in,
and day
day
out.
out, having to be around people. You got people that go to church,
Yep.
serve in the church, heavy, don't even talk to each other as spouses, but
Oh,
serving, you
I'm
know.
glad I'm glad you said that, because even in the church, at our church, one of the biggest I said this, and I don't have a problem saying it. I tell them we Kojic on first Sunday. We are a Church of God in Christ. That's our denomination. I tell we Kojic on first Sunday. But I said I want you to sit by your spouse. And the reason I want you to sit by your spouse is because when this word is going forward, I want y'all to be able to look at each other. I want
Yeah.
y'all to be able to nudge each other,
Yeah.
because I believe the word brings healing, it brings restoration, it brings reconciliation. So I believe as you're sitting by each other, it gives you a chance to look and be like, yo,
It does.
Pastor, yeah, we got it, yo. It
Bro,
gives,
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
yeah,
Like,
because we could be we could be separated. Leader these here and that. I like them sitting by each other, so that
Mhm.
communication avenue. That's why, hey, when I say look at your neighbor and tell them I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
y'all just finished arguing in the car.
Yeah,
And
but
now, and guess what y'all go? The owner and you and everybody look at your name and guess what? There's sometime I tell 3 people I love you. Look, because guess what? Now, you go tell you go tell them you love them, but you can't tell your spouse you love them.
exactly. And that's not of God.
Come on
Like,
now,
that is. It's not. That's
It
not.
makes you check yourself.
Mhm,
It's supposed to make you check you.
mhm.
And so that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So we gotta,
You said,
we
let me you said something that's so crazy because I'll even say that to Tony. Like I love, like, if I when I'm being petty, I love you are my brother in Christ. So I'm good. I love you because you are my brother.
I'm,
So
I'm, gonna, I'm gonna start using that. Come here, first lady.
yeah. Like there should not be a
Yeah,
moment where you feel like you could just be so mad at your spouse and not have that love for
and
them
that love.
because at the end of the day, they are your brother and
This
sister
is
in
their Christ.
Christ.
I'm not so mad. I'm taking my butt home. I'm going to, what I'm saying? Hey, I said, Dave, like, that's a love should have brought you home, lad. I'm going home. I'm doing,
Look, y'all,
son.
let's talk about some healthy ways
Okay.
to help support couples because we get it. Sometimes if you've gone through years without talking and having like a good communication foundation, it
Mhm.
is hard for you to walk in a room and just talk.
Oh man.
Like if you ain't touched each other in years, it's gonna be a little uncomfortable for you to spoon and cuddle
Yep.
at night. But I'm gonna just say this: when you're learning something, what do? We practice, right?
Uh-huh. Come on
Sometimes
now.
you have to go back to the drawing board
Go back to the drawing
and you
board.
just have to start over and start from baby steps.
Start
Like,
from. It's amazing you said that because I just this week I had been going to the gym after work, but this week started going to the gym in the morning.
mhm,
And so working when my guy Tyrone and he said, what you want? He said, they want to go back to the beginning. Yeah, let's
mhm,
go back to the beginning. Let's go back to square one and start because we got to get ourselves right for this morning workout. So
right.
let's go back to the beginning so we can work ourselves, what I'm saying, into it. And that's so it's big when you said that because we got to go back to the basics. And I always tell people the basic is listen.
Wow.
And I know because sometimes, and two, I say the big sometimes listen and don't lecture.
Right.
I'm an educator, so so it's easy for me, and I might not even realize it, but I may find myself, my spouse may take it as I'm trying to lecture them
Mhm.
instead of actually trying to, I think I can say teach them or share with them what what I'm saying. This is why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling,
Right.
but it comes
Yeah.
off as a lecture, like you
Mhm.
lecturing me like I'm a child. So you got to listen. And two, I've learned you got to sometimes just be present.
Yeah.
Don't always try and fix it because sometimes we got to learn how to support each other. We got to learn how to encourage each other. You got to be there. You got to be supportive. You got to be so many times we try to fix. You can't fix everything. Sometimes you just got to be that shoulder. Sometimes as much as you want to say something, don't say nothing. Just let
Yeah.
them talk. And it can be hard. So I tell us, hey, if you don't want me to say nothing, don't ask me.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and get it out. Because when you say, what do you think? So I'm getting ready to respond. I just
Yeah.
want, okay, tell me you want me to
And
listen.
you know what? Sometimes your communication may be praying together
Yeah.
and praying together, praying over each
Each
other.
other. Come
Like
on now.
speaking those things over your spouse, not in a rude way, like, and Lord, let him listen to me when I
You see those
no,
posts on
like
social media.
it's like pray like godly things, like get in your
Yep.
word so you'll know how to pray over your
How to
spouse
pray over
and
your spouse.
build them up. And y'all do that together. I'm telling you, praying together with your spouse, you having a difficult time communicating, I'm challenging you. Y'all pray together
All praying together.
over each other and just watch God.
That
Like,
conversation will be totally different
yes.
because it's going to make you see you and not them.
Yes.
Totally
Yes.
different. Totally different conversation.
Yes. Yes. And I'll encourage you too. Sometimes we put ourselves around people or other couples that are not fruitful
Most definitely. Talk about it.
or that can't pour into you. Like you have to guard your marriage and your relationship, and you
Got to
have to
guard
make
them.
sure you're surrounding yourself and you and your spouse surrounding yourselves by people who can uplift you, pray over you. Like I've been around couples or heard people say, like, if a couple is
Ooh,
going through something, I mean, if you're not happy, then hey, just
that
that's
makes no
not the
sense.
response. That's not Bible. You don't just be like just brushing it off like it's nothing. Like, God doesn't honor the marriage covenant. Like, you got to make sure you're surrounding yourself by people who want to see your marriage thrive and see it successful and succeed, because like we talked about last week, decisions mean everything,
Everything.
especially when you're talking about that marriage covenant, because especially if you have created a family, it's not just about you.
Mm,
So,
I'm telling you. And that's the thing. You said something. You gotta set boundaries that protect both of your hearts.
mhm,
So as a spouse, you can't bring just anybody around your spouse. You can't just introduce your
right.
spouse to any and everything. You got to be willing to set boundaries. You can love fully while keeping yourself safe.
Wow.
Your responsibility is to protect each other. And so many times it's like so when you start putting yourself and your spouse in situations, you get those types of results. Like, we're gonna go to this couples thing, and it's okay. What couples are gonna be there? Then you go there and you go and you introduce yourself to certain types of behaviors and stuff, and
Mhm.
then you understand. You're trying to figure out, why is this chaos taking place in my home?
Yeah.
It's because you didn't set healthy boundaries for
Yeah.
you and your spouse. You have a responsibility to do that. You are each other covering. You got to cover each other.
And bro, that's huge. That's something that, we've always been mindful of. Like, we don't connect and hook up with everybody. You know
Everybody
how couples are like, well, let's all we're very particular, very strategic, and it's not weird. It's protection.
protection.
It's making sure that nothing can, come in and try to penetrate, or we're not providing an open door for the enemy. Like, we're just very careful about that, because we hold our marriage covenant at such a high standard.
And
We just don't want to be around any and everything.
yeah,
Like, and
oh, that's
you just
because
can't.
some people don't say you open yourself up to any and everything, and it's just like, before you know it, you succumb to certain things, and it's like, nah. So what you do? Oh, but I go to church, I go to work, I go to the gym, I go home, and man, I spend time with my family. And to some people that may seem like the boringest life, but
But
to me
it's
it's
just
so
so
fun.
rewarding and
Yeah,
amazing.
because then all I got to do is look on Facebook or look on it, and I'm seeing all this drunk. Oh, see, you should have
Yeah.
took your butt home.
Yeah. And I'm not against girl trips and all
No,
that.
yeah,
If
yeah,
that's
I understand.
you,
Yeah,
do it. But I just enjoy
yeah,
experiencing trips with my husband or with my
yeah,
family. Like, I just, that's me. I say all the time, my husband is like my best friend. My
friend.
brother is my second best friend, but my
Mhm.
husband is
She
my
talking about me, y'all. She talking about this
is my best friend. So I enjoy doing things with him. If I'm shopping for clothes, guess what? He probably gonna be there, because I don't even care about that. If I want to try something new, I want to try that with,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
my spouse. So some people think that's weird, and that's okay.
Man, listen, that's I'm. You get to a point where you've experienced life, and you see circles where people constantly have a revolving door.
Mm,
It's usually some chaos in there.
wow.
So it all, and it's because I love to be around people. I love that. People
Yeah.
say I love being around people. But I love being with my family. I love
Yeah.
hanging out with my. I love. Now listen, you take it to a football game, but listen, we go. She go. I oftentimes tell I created a monster. she going. She going off, and they don't know. Hey, you want to see a super fan for BCU? Boy, you want a super fan? Oh my God, boy. I got to try give a pep talk to the team or something.
Yes.
But
That, that,
it's at the same time, sometimes I'm like, oh look what I create. But then I'm sitting here thinking, this is what you wanted.
yeah.
You wanted someone who you can enjoy. You don't have to go outside and find someone to do these things with you
Right.
because you got someone right there with you who enjoys doing these things.
Yes.
I
I
mean, like, we gotta go to the game. I
yeah.
mean, she is like ready, set, go. And it's a beautiful thing because the truth is she's the one who got me to going back. I
Wow.
be home chilling. We're going to the game.
Yeah.
You got our tickets yet? It is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it gets me out.
You know what I love though, bro? Because I want to talk just listening to you because I know that your children are grown.
Mm-hmm.
And what I hear you say is you and your spouse have a life still. Like y'all are
Oh, I've made
still
that known.
enjoying each other
They
now
grown.
that the kids because
Mhm.
so many times people build this life surrounding their kids until when they're empty nesters, what's there?
There's nothing within my power or my ability as long. I always use this disclaimer. Some people may say, nah, I ain't like, but this is me. As long as they're doing what they're supposed to do, I'm gonna do everything in my power to help them get to where they're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Some may ask, some may not. But if they do, I'm doing everything I can to help them accomplish what they need. But at this stage of my life, I want to spend this time and enjoy this time with my wife
No.
because my wife has made some sacrifices.
Yes. Yeah.
She's made, well, you know,
Yeah.
she's made some sacrifices. So I
And
want
and
to, if
that's
she wants
what
to go, if she wants
yeah.
to do, if she wants, sometimes she might say something and I'd be like, I want such and stuff. I ain't doing that. Mess with her. But if I'm gonna do what I can to make it happen because she deserves that and more.
Yeah. Yeah.
She might not look at it from a standpoint might look at it as I love you. I didn't see I love you, so I was willing to accept
Mm-hmm.
everything that came with you.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I'm looking at it like you sacrificed so much
Wow.
to be with me. You know what I'm saying? You sacrificed. So my objective is to make sure that you're able to do a lot, if not everything, a lot of the things that you want to do, experience what you want to experience. I don't want it to be a burden on you.
Right.
If we got it, you could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just and we work. Hey, she. I mean, she about like me now when it comes to that money and saving that money, putting that money up, knowing that we got because we've been learning, we've grown so much through
Yeah.
the struggle till
Yes.
it's like not that I'm rewarding her because I can't, you know what I'm saying? That's not for me, that's
Well,
God.
you're
But I
just
do want to
living in the
shower her and
fruitfulness
let her
of
know that I appreciate, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I appreciate that because of course I'm not an empty nester yet. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to speed my youngest out. I'm actually like, Lord, I'm just going to enjoy this time.
Yeah.
That is what you look forward to, like when you've gone through the sacrificing of raising children and making sure they're taken care of, but just knowing you don't lose your marriage in the midst of that, so that when you are empty nesters, that you can just
Yeah.
be all about each other even the more.
Can I say this and people not get mad with me? And I love you with all of my, don't make your children an idol.
Wow. We had a prophet that just came, a prophetess that
Uh,
just
oh, so
said,
I'm in the vein.
yeah.
Okay. Don't make your children an idol because we do that. We pour, and you see, I've seen where that's the issue with a lot of marriages.
Hmm.
My kids. I'm gonna tell you something. This was my education on that. I can remember when Deep was trying to spit his game,
Yeah.
and so he trying to spit game. I said, "Mama, he ain't got no." I mess with Deep. We mess with him. But I love one shout out to my stepdad, my dad. Whatever. I mean, shout out to him. But he was spitting this game, and out, and he finally proposed to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember Mama having a conversation with me and Snap like, you don't need to get married. You know, we hear this, that. And I thought about that. I thought about it from the standpoint of this. I'm like, bro, we already ain't home.
Yeah.
We got our girlfriends, we gone, we playing sports, then we started working, all this stuff. We were never home. Hanging out with friends, this, that. If she would have been by herself the whole time.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Saying, well, my kids, you better do what God say.
Yeah.
You better honor the covenant agreement that God put you in. Because the same way you got grown and had kids, the same way your kids gonna get grown and have kids.
Yeah.
The same way they gonna move. The same way your parent gotta call you and ask you where you at, how you doing, checking on you. It's the same way come on now.
Yes.
So I'm just telling you, I'm not telling you not to love them.
Right.
I'm not telling you not to raise, take care, support.
Yeah.
So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying don't make them your God.
You're right.
Because people do that.
Yeah.
They make them their God.
Yeah.
It's like it turns into a form of idol worship.
Yeah. That piece, that part.
So you gotta be careful. And here is your spouse, and you wondering why once the kids get older or grown or get out, they gone. Because you were so focused on them, you never had a chance to focus on each other, and so the love is grown. Like you say, y'all never touched each other. Well, I gotta go. I don't even I ain't gonna get into this, but they talk about the order. Who you gonna save first?
Right.
But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all figure that out. Okay.
Oh my God, I remember that. That is very controversial. Very controversial.
So you should be able to swim by now.
Yeah. Look, we're gonna end with this piece. What does it look like for two broken people to build something beautiful through Christ? Like, because what we want you to realize at the end of the day, just because you're broken doesn't mean you can't be mended and build a beautiful marriage.
I like that.
Your
I like
testimonies.
that. I like that.
But the key was in Christ.
In Christ. So
that is, yeah.
So when two wounded, because I've been on this wound, I've been dealing with in my morning things. If you want to, I encourage anyone who listens, you may be on Facebook to go and look at my Empowering Your Mom. I'm talking about reconciliation and different things. And so it's been powerful. But when two wounded heart meets, it doesn't always look pretty. It doesn't. There's going to be arguments. Mm-hmm. Just because you argue does not mean God's not in it.
Yeah.
You're two different people.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with your wounds. You're dealing with your own past. You're dealing with your own history. And now you're coming together trying to learn how to love and grow with one another. So there's going to be arguments. There's going to be moments when your pain constantly whispers louder than the promise of God saying, what I put together, let no man put asunder. There's going to be whispers of pain from your past when it comes to you being the head and not the tail, the lender and not the borrower, it being his righteousness, being his masterpiece. How can I be your masterpiece when this pain of my past keeps whispering in my ear and trying to become destructive in my marriage? But what keeps these two wounded hearts together is the fact that they made Christ their foundation.
Yes.
You got to have a solid foundation. Yes. So you got to make Christ that you're not leaning on each other to survive. You're leaning on Christ to sustain you. That's how you survive. And when you lean on Christ, when you stand on that foundation, you not only survive, but you thrive together.
Yes.
Yeah. So without Christ, it's just two broken hearts cuddling. That's all it is. Without a matter of fact, I can say it like this: without Christ, there's two broken hearts colliding.
Wow.
But with Christ, it's two broken hearts creating a masterpiece.
Wow.
They often think about it. One of the most beloved towers is the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's leaning. It's not even straight up. But people call it a wonder of the world. The Mona Lisa. She's missing her eyebrow. They call it an unfinished painting. But it's a wonder of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's so people can see your, sometimes it's all right to put your brokenness, when your brokenness when the foundation of your brokenness is Christ, it becomes a beautiful canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So others who are broken can see this is what we can be.
So what you're saying is it goes from battlefield to
It
ministry.
goes from that. Yes, yes, yes. So forgiveness becomes frequent. When two broken hearts make their foundation Christ, forgiveness becomes frequent and not optional. Because what happens too many times, we made forgiveness an option when our forgiveness should be frequent. It shouldn't be an
What
option.
you're saying, it should just be habit.
It should be a habit. This should be what you do. This is who you are. You learn to forgive quickly, not because the other person always deserves it, but because Christ's love compels you to release that. You got to release that pain. I love you so much. I know what you said hurt me. I know what you did disappointed me. But guess what? I'm releasing that. I'm letting that go.
I ain't trying to be on a battlefield.
I'm not trying. And that's the thing. You're fighting against someone who's supposed to be fighting with you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think in military terms, they call that friendly fire.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They're getting hit by ammunition from the same, you know what I'm saying?
From within.
Not from within and not from the enemy. That's friendly. No. I shouldn't have. I'm already being attacked out here. I shouldn't have to worry about being attacked by you.
Look, that is saying a lot.
It happens. We don't understand, so we have to understand when we're talking about this foundation, growth has to be mutual. It can't be one-sided. It has to be mutual. Both of us have to want to grow. We got to learn. We got to both push each other to be better. You know, it's not about being perfect. It's about being better. Yeah. Push each other to be better. That's why you can get mad at me, but I see greater in you. Mm-hmm. I see greater in you. You're mad because I see greater in you, and I want the best for you. And it may seem, so I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to pull you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to do all those things because I believe there's better in you. I'm going to speak truth to you in love. I'm not going to speak. Yeah. I'm speaking it to you in love. And I need you to receive that same truth that I speak to you in love. I need you to receive that with humility. Yeah. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not your enemy. Right. I'm not your enemy. But I refuse. See, you have to understand, when you're looking at a foundation is what keeps you stable. It's what keeps you from falling. It's what keeps you from stumbling. So we got this. We built this solid foundation. So what are we going to do? What do you do on a foundation? You build upon it. And I refuse to allow you to stay stuck. I refuse to allow you to stay stagnant. Stop getting mad at your spouse for pushing you.
Right.
Stop getting mad at them for pushing you. This is the thing. We in a relationship to add value to each other. And I need you to know value matters. It matters. We're in a relationship to add value to each other, but you don't want to grow. But you get mad because but hey, I can see you doing this. I can see you got the gift to do this. You're talented enough to do this. And what you mad about?
Bro, let's talk about this piece, because this is the side of it that people don't want to talk about, that marriage is a partnership. When you think of partnership, you're talking about business. You don't want to be in business with somebody that can't grow the business. Who wants to be in a business?
See, you about to make me say something now.
That isn't profiting.
I want
to be a part of a profitable business.
You about to make me say something. I'm going to say this first before I say my smart remark, because I'm going to say something. Your marriage is not just the companionship, it's partnership.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this. The reason so many of us get in trouble with our marriage is because we treat our spouse like our secretary.
Wow.
We can't effectively run the business because we're too busy having extramarital affairs. Now listen to me. Some people gonna look at that and think, oh, he talking about with another person. No, it's not just with another. It's because you don't have time. You don't understand the commitment it takes to make the companionship and the partnership work.
Yes.
It takes commitment.
Partnership, you have to have meetings. You have to come together.
Yeah.
You got to have board meetings.
Board meetings.
Executive.
This is a business. Okay, so sis, can we? And I know we got to get off of here. I know we got, but can we say so when we talk about it? Even when you say what we do in our marriage is we grow to love one another.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage anybody. You make sure when you see they got to be pleasing to you. As my mother-in-law say, you know what I'm saying? They got to be good. Let them be good on the eyes. They good on the eyes. They got to be good on the eyes. Let them be pleasing to you. But guess what? The marriage is not just about love. It's about building.
Yeah.
When God created Eve, he said, I'm giving you a helper. I've given you an assignment that I need you to fulfill, and I'm giving you her because she's the one who's gonna help you get there. No, she's not the one. See, I'm about to get in trouble because people just want her to sit down, be quiet, don't say nothing. Listen, your wife is gonna get on your nerves. She's gonna get on your nerves. You want to know why she get on your nerves? Because it's that nagging is pulling. That nagging is her pulling. I'm trying to pull out of you what's in you because I come from you, so I know what's in you. And you mad at me because I'm see, I tell people, quit. My wife get on my nerves. Mm-hmm. But it's because she see, and it's because she, well, you can do this, and you can, and you should, and you should, and you should, and you, and it's not, and people are like, no, but she see, people will look at that like it's a bad thing.
It's not.
But isn't it a beautiful thing to have somebody who sees so much in you, and some of that they see you can't even see in yourself, but they're willing to take the time to love, cultivate, nurture, invest in you to make sure that you turn out to be the best person that God created you to be?
Yes.
Come on, sis.
Look, people.
Come on, sis.
We can stay here all night. Boy, look, what a conversation.
Sis, we have some good conversations. We have some good conversations.
Need to drop some nuggets. Facebook wouldn't lie like it's private, but we'll work on that.
We're going to work on it, yeah.
But y'all drop some nuggets. Those of you who are listening to this later, drop some nuggets. Share some advice. If you got some advice, some marriage advice, share some godly marriage advice.
Girl, if I was you. Yeah. Man, hey, go forget her. They're more fishing than now. Don't listen to them. You're gonna be by yourself.
Yes.
Get some wisdom. Get some godly advice. Get some good wisdom.
Advice. Yes. Share that. Drop it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share this.
Go to the growth.
All people to grow. It's all about growth.
All about our growth.
All about growing. Well, y'all, until next week at 7 p.m., we are peacing out from the gutter to growth. We love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week.
Hey, let's go Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats. Hopefully when I come on Tuesday, I have some real good news. Peace, family.